Right, I'm recording now. So, welcome, book bosses. Welcome to today's masterclass. I have got some groovy slides for you today that I've created because I was feeling a little bit colourful. We've got a little bit of a unicorn theme going on today, as we do here in our book boss wonderland. And today I want to talk to you about getting you out of an unprofitable path and rabbit holes that I'm seeing people dropping into. And I want to take you out of the rabbit holes and put you on the path of book boss profitability. And I posted a post inside the academy this morning. Quite a few of you, I think, have already seen it, but that was like the book boss profitability pathway, like a bit of a roadmap of 10 steps that we need to go through if we want to virtually guarantee that we're going to have a profitable publishing book, a profitable book that we're publishing on Amazon KDP.
I'm glad I was your muse for that one last
Yeah,
night.
yes, for sure, for sure. So I'm going to walk you through those 10 steps that I posted in the academy this morning, and we're going to actually do it live. We're going to do it live together. So I actually don't know how this is going to go. It could go horribly wrong at the end of it, but hopefully it's not going to. Obviously, we can't create the book and publish it today on the call because we want at least, I think it will take at least a week to create the book. We have got the 24-hour book module inside the academy, so you could use that. And then you can use the book cover, AI book cover training module to do your covers as well. I also need to add a new video to that training next week, which I will do when we've got our book boss head down week. Because ChatGPT has had quite a few updates when it comes to images. So I want to add a bit of an update into that module. So that's exciting. So I'll let you know when I do that. I'll post inside the academy once that video is there. Right, I'm going to share my screen and you're going to see my groovy slides. They are so groovy. Look! Oh, very groovy. This is why I can't just have one brand. I like to switch things up a bit. And I know those of you who've known me a long time will know that. Can you imagine me having stuck to one brand for the last 10 years? I can't think of anything worse.
No
Right.
way.
I know. Okie dokie. So, profitable book publishing on Amazon KDP. I've called it in 2027 because we're really looking to create monthly recurring income month on month on month all the way through the rest of 2026 and through 2027. So this really is looking into the future because this is what we want to achieve. A nice retirement pot is my goal, is why I'm book bossing for my little retirement pot, because I never saved one when I actually had a job. Okay, let's get profitable. So, profitable book publishers on Amazon and Amazon KDP even, they're doing all of the following things. This is profitable book publishers. They're looking at what the market is buying right now. Market demand. They're looking at market demand. Are you looking at market demand? They're looking at the Amazon KDP bestsellers list category by category. Are you doing that? Are you looking at the bestsellers list category by category? Hint. They're looking at what books are selling the best with the lowest reviews. That is a hint that you don't have to go out and kill yourself trying to get loads and loads of book reviews if there's books on Amazon bestsellers list with low amounts of reviews that are doing really, really well. Yeah, it's a hint of, oh, I should be doing a book like that rather than this book I was going to do where I'm going to have to get hundreds of book reviews to get it to sell and to get it to be visible. Another thing that profitable book publishers are doing is casting aside their own book ideas. They're saving their own book ideas for later. They're going to do those later. They're going to do these profitable ones now, and their own ideas will save it for later. They're following a step-by-step profitability formula. And that's what I put into the academy this morning, the step-by-step profitability formula. They're just rinsing and repeating the same formula and the same strategy over and over and over again, and not overthinking it, not worrying too much about what they're publishing. They're just following the strategy. They are then, very importantly, they're only running ads once their book has had some organic sales. Because I've seen so many book publishers, wasting hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, pounds, euros, whatever currency, trying to get a book to sell that isn't selling because they think that if they run some ads, then more people will see it and more people will buy it. But that is a really backwards way of thinking about it. So, like I said, I posted the Book Boss Profitability, I can't even say the word, workflow, and I've not had any wine yet. It is Friday. I posted it inside the Academy this morning. Most book publishers who are new to publishing books on Amazon KDP tend to create books from their own ideas. So they've actually got no proof and no evidence that there are actual buyers out there who actually want their books. They tend to create, I know I bang on about this, but they tend to create really amateur looking book covers. And there's no excuse for that now with the AI tools that we've got to hand. It's just a case of learning how to use them. They don't know the right keywords to use in the listings. They don't know how to even do keywords. They don't know how to use the keywords in the title, the subtitle, or even in the description. And when their book doesn't sell, they assume that they just need to spend some money on ads, and then more people will see their books, and then they're going to get more sales. And this strategy, like I just said, is completely backwards. So this is basically copy and paste from my post inside the Academy this morning. So let me just walk you through it, because I think it's important for us to have a reminder of this. Sometimes I just assume you all know it because it's in my head all of the time, but it's obviously not in your head all of the time. So the number one, step one. So this is a step-by-step like profitability workflow. Step one is to find a book that has been published in the last 6 to 12 months by a small book publisher that is profitable and with low reviews. Yeah, I've talked about that quite a lot recently, but that's step one. Step two, make sure the book is something that you are capable of creating. Like I got really stuck with my monochrome colouring book that I was trying to do, and I ended up just giving up on it. So that is definitely something that I cannot create, and I will not even give it a go next time. So just bear that in mind. Make sure whatever book you're looking at on Amazon is actually a book that you could create something similar to that. Then number three is that we're going to talk to ChatGPT. We're going to chat with Chat about how to create a different book with a different title, but in kind of the same niche and similar to the books that we're seeing in the bestsellers list. Similar, but different. Similar, but unique. And we're going to make a list of how your book will come across as being the better book, a better book for people to buy. So we want to really think about, how is my book better? Number four, we can then use another best-selling book to blend two winning ideas together. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a few slides. Well, we're going to actually do that together, that bit. And that's the bit that might go horribly wrong. So we'll see how it goes. And then the next step is to create 4 book covers using AI tools, because we can create them quickly now. Well, fairly quickly if you know how to do the prompting. And then you want to ask everybody inside the Academy which book cover they like the best. Get an opinion. You could get an opinion from your audience on social media. You could post about it, because we want the winning book cover. That's very, very, very important. So most of us are just creating one book cover and then asking me to look at it and do tweaks. But I really want you to create 4 using AI. See who likes which one the most, and then perfect it afterwards. You don't have to create 4 perfect book covers, but 4 kind of concepts with the colours and everything. And then the next step is to pimp up the chosen book cover to make it even better, making sure it has a highly professionally designed look in terms of typography, the colours, the shading, the shadows, overlap, making it have some depth, making it look really professionally designed. And the next step is to create the book interior. You can use the 24-hour book module inside the Academy for that. Focus on high quality. Make the first 6 pages really sell your book. I've noticed a few people doing that on Amazon bestsellers list, is where when you see the sample, you can click to see the sample on Amazon. So they're actually kind of selling their book in the first 6 pages because you get to see about 6 pages. And this book is designed to blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of an extra description and an extra bit of blurb that they're now putting at the front of their book after the copyright page to help them to sell the book. So I think this is a really nice sales strategy because people do click on a sample of your book. So really think about what you're putting on those first 6 to 8 pages. And then the next step is to go back and double check that your book is better than the book on the bestsellers list that you saw. And check that your book is unique and original and not too similar to that book on the bestsellers list. We don't want to be creating copies of what is already out there. And then we want to publish your book with similar keywords and a similar description to the one that is up on the bestsellers list. And the reason for that is whatever category they've published their book in, whatever keywords they have used, they've managed to get right up to the top of Amazon with hardly any book reviews. So they've done that with whatever keywords and whatever category they've used. So it's best not to use something unique because you want your book to be seen as well. So you can extract the keywords that they have used by just copying and pasting their description into ChatGPT and say, please extract all keywords from this description. And then you can ask ChatGPT to write you a unique description based on whatever book you've just created. And please use the keywords in the following paragraph that you extracted from the best-selling one. And then you're going to upload it using the same categories that they've used because they're obviously categories that are working for them. So they're going to be categories that are going to work for you as well. So I hope that all makes sense. It may sound difficult and long-winded and a lot of hurdles, but once you've done these steps once, it's easy to just rinse and repeat. You'll know what you're doing after that. So yeah, number 10, rinse and repeat this method, like I say, 20 to 30 times so that you've got 20 to 30 books. And then you're going to look at, well, which of my books are the best? Which ones are selling the most? And then you're going to perfect them. You might make the covers even better. You might add a bonus to those ones. You might expand them into series. You might expand them in our mastery program into full-on book brands. That's the point at which you can then scale your publishing business. And then you can run some ads once you know which books are selling. I mean, you can, in between doing these 20 to 30 books, if you see a book is really taking off, sure, you can add some ads to it as well at that point. You don't have to wait. All right, I've got 20 books now. Abby says I can run some ads. You can run some ads as long as you are making organic sales and you know for sure there is a market for your book. So now, this is the exciting part. We're going to do this together so that you really know what we're doing. We're going to find a book that has been published in the last 6 to 12 months that is profitable and that is on the Amazon bestseller list. And it ideally has got under 100 book reviews. So I'm going to come out of Canva now, even though I've already got some books prepared, a bit like Blue Peter. Here's one I prepared earlier, just in case we've struggled to find them. But I'm going to show you how to find them now. So we're going to go over to Amazon, go to amazon.com, click into books, press return so that you've got the books department. And then we're going to go here. I'm just hovering over the word categories and I'm going to click on bestsellers print. Bestsellers print. Now you could just have a little look down here. It's going to look different depending on when you're actually watching this video. I know those of you who are here with me live, this is what it is today. And it may look different from country to country. I actually don't know the answer to that question. But I'm on Amazon.com, so I presume it's going to be the same if you go to Amazon.com. Um, and you can see what books are selling on this main book bestsellers list. But you're very unlikely to find books with under 100 reviews that have just been published in the last 6 to 12 months on the main bestseller list. So what we need to do is niche this down. So let's go and look for some of the types of books that we create all the time in the Book Boss Academy. So which categories should we look at? It's like there's all these categories here on the left, and then that will take you to the top 100 bestsellers in all of these categories. And then the categories have got subcategories, and some of the subcategories have got a subcategory of the subcategory of the subcategory. So you can actually see the top 100 bestsellers list of probably hundreds of different categories and niches of books. So this is, vital information for us as book publishers. Also, very important to have your Kip Scout Chrome extension, it's free, as you know. It's a free Chrome extension that tells you roughly how much income each book is making per month. And it's really important to have that installed on your computer before you do this. So you can see how much it's earning. But that's not essential because as long as it's on the bestsellers list, it's going to be doing well. Okay, so let's look. What books do we look at creating in the Book Boss Academy? I'm going to go to maybe humour, crafts, hobbies and home, humour and entertainment. I'm going to go humour and entertainment because a lot of these are the types of books you could really easily create with AI tools. So we're going to look in humour and entertainment here. This is the main category, but then we've got subcategories. Can you see on the left? Subcategories are humour, movies, performing arts, pop culture, puzzles and games, radio, television, trivia and fun facts. Trivia and fun facts books are great to do in the Book Boss Academy because you can have a paperback. You could have a hardback. You can also put it on Kindle ebooks. So they're a great category to be looking at. They're also really easy to create using AI tools. Obviously, we do need to do fact checkers just to make sure we're not trying to create a book of facts that are not true. That would be bad. So that would probably be a really good one for us to look at. Puzzles and games, we do quite a lot of puzzle books, don't we, inside the Academy? And just general like non-fiction books as well. So I'm just going to look down this category here to see if there's anything with under 100 book reviews. And that's the thing that we're looking at, this little blue number next to the stars. That's how many book reviews these books have got. But this is the main category, so I'm not expecting to see a lot here. We need to niche down and go down into the smaller categories usually. Murdoku, that looks quite new. Murdoku has got 8 reviews. So if I just click on that to see when it was published, we want to look at something that's been published in the last 6 to 12 months. And here we can see its publication date is the May the 19th. Oh gosh, it was just been published, 3 days ago? 3 days ago. And 3 days ago, is that right? May 19th, 2026. And it is already on $72,000 with 8 reviews. I mean, I don't know if they have trademarked the word Murdoku, we could definitely go into trademark here and ask ChatGPT if there's a trademark. ChatGPT is pretty good at telling you that. But it looks like if you were to create a Murdoku book, that would be a pretty good thing to do right now, unless this person commands the word Murdoku. I think it's a
Abby, I think there was another one.
oh,
Abby, I think there was another one even further up.
okay.
It hit my eye straight away when I
Oh, did
saw
it?
it. I think so.
Did it have under 100 reviews?
There, look,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah. So
purple one.
this one's got 365 reviews. That's why I didn't stop on that one.
That's the one I have.
Have you
I
got
bought
it?
this. I bought it just a while ago because I thought it looked
Oh,
really cool.
yeah. I'd love to see inside it. So I don't
Yeah.
know if Murdoku as a word has been trademarked or owned.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I thought it might work with
yeah,
the
it's
It
worth looking
is.
in. Yeah, is
murder.
it?
I
Yeah.
checked. I just did a quick Google search and it says it is. So
Oh, thank you,
maybe
Wendy.
find a creative way to
Yeah.
manipulate that.
Yes, I mean, you could come up with your own word. This is obviously a blend between murder and Sudokus. I assume. I'm just guessing it is. But we've got the Myrtle books as well that are quite popular. There was a whole shelf of them in the bookshop when I went there. So you could definitely, like Wendy suggests, come up with something that's similar to that, to Murdoku. And I don't think Manuel Garand is a big book publisher. I've never come across this person before. So that looks like a good place that we could go. And with those books just coming in and going straight to number 12 here, like Wendy's just pointed out, this one at the top, then, that looks like a good place to really look at, well, what could we create that's similar to that? But like I say, I've not seen the inside and how creatable it is, because that's another one of our criteria. Remember when I tried to do that monochrome colouring book, I couldn't do it. And it's whether I could do a Murdoku book on the interior and then call it something else on the front. I don't know what it looks like inside. Nora, is it doable? Did you say you bought one yet? You're muted. I don't know if you're answering me, but your lips are moving. I think.
So I haven't actually looked at it.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
so let us know if it's
I will.
something we can
I'll
do.
get it. It's there in my bookcase somewhere, so I'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really good one, isn't it? Especially if it's on this bigger list. Um, on the big list on Amazon, we've got 100,000 Whys as well. It's in one of the main top 100 categories. So that's definitely one that has under 100 book reviews and that is doing really, really well. Going down here, there's the other Murdoku one. So just looking at something that will have under 100 reviews. Anything else that's here? The Big Book of Funny Memes has got 56 reviews, but let's see when it was published. Oh, there we go. May 15th, 2026. So that again is 6 days ago and is already on 9K in 6 days, which is pretty incredible. And the author is Meme Master. So that's another one that could go on our list when we're thinking about, oh, maybe I could create a meme book. I just presume it's got a load of photos, funny photos inside it. And we can create photos. We did the AI photo module inside the Book Boss Academy. So we could use that module to create photos and memes and create a meme book just like this one. So that's another one that can go on our list. And then we've got page 2 here. So they're the top 50. And we can also look at page 2 in all these categories. Again, looking for something with under 100 reviews. The closer to 0, the better. Because we know then we don't need to get book reviews in order to get really good sales in whatever category that is. So yeah, some of these facts books are really good. This one, True Facts That Sound Like Bullshit. I think that's an older book and it's got lots and lots of reviews, but a very good kind of book to be creating quite quickly using AI tools. There's Myrtle. So it's Murdoku. What could we do with different puzzles? Word search. Curious facts for curious minds, dad jokes. All of these have got a lot more book reviews. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like the types of books that we create. So I'm going to park that. So we found 2 or 3 there, didn't we? And what you would do is then put them on a list. Pop them on a list. And then I'm going to look at trivia and fun facts because these are just absolutely great to publish in paperback and as an ebook on Kindle. So I'm just looking down here so that we've got another top 100 in this category, bestsellers in trivia and fun facts. And you will get some overlap between categories, like this bullshit book might be published in the humour category and the trivia and fun facts book category. So don't worry if you see the same book 2 or 3 or 4 times. Here we've got our 100,000 Whys, which we have been looking at in our past masterclasses recently. So when we click on this book, it was published on April 8th. It is on 20k per month. I actually found one today that is on 250k that has only just been published. It's incredible. And it's definitely got a book cover that has been created by AI as well. So that's good. So I'll show you that one in a minute as well. And that's literally just been published last week, is already on 250k. It's just unbelievable. Oh, in fact, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Let me click on it and just show you while we're here. Yes, 255k. Unbelievable. And published April 10th. Oh, April 10th. So that's last month. So it's been going for what? I don't know, 3 weeks. It's been going for 3 weeks. And really nice design, AI design cover. Really nice. Really crisp. Beautiful cover there. 34 reviews. Absolutely amazing. Ethan has done us all proud with this one. So yeah, that's
Abby,
yeah.
do you notice the rating on the reviews?
Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 3.5. It doesn't seem to be affecting the sales, does it, Nora?
No, but it might affect the sales of the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, and it might affect the sales next month and the month after, mightn't it? Yeah. So that's a really good one to put on our list, these 100,000 Whys, although we were discussing like that it has got a trademark pending. So these people might be just creaming some profits temporarily until their book gets potentially taken down. You never know what is going to happen with that. But don't let things like that hold you back. Just go for it, because look at what those dudes have got from it already, you know. They could always republish their book with a different title and cover later on. So that's the 100,000 Whys that is in this category. Obviously, the other one must be published in a different category. This is what I mean by similar books being published in different categories. Let's see what else we've got. I love these facts books because they're just so fun to create with AI. We've got a 60th birthday trivia book with 86 reviews. 60th birthday, that's on 10k in terms of royalties, and was published on April 19th. So again, only a couple of weeks ago.
That
And
was
I
the
think,
one, sorry, Abby, that was the one that I posted in the group where she does a whole series of those. So like if you go to her author page,
okay,
she has not just like 60th birthday, she's got 50th, 55th. And they're all very, very recent. Some of them are making money, some of them aren't, but
yeah,
she's definitely figured out her little
yeah.
formula.
Oh, I love it. But I know, and what I don't like about this, so she was in our Book Boss Academy. I would say, why are you limiting yourself to the 70th birthday? Why don't you reword it to make it for people in their 70s? So then it's a giftable book for 10 years. Do you see what I mean? That would capture a wider market. So I think that she would, you know, even though she is doing very well and these covers are lovely, and they've got a lovely big, bold title, easy for people to see and read in the Amazon mobile feed. But I think she would get a lot more sales, like definitely double, if not triple, if not more, if it was women in the 60s, women in the 70s, people in the 70s and 80s and 60s and 50s and 40s, if you follow what I'm saying.
This is where I started
Is it?
with the one I'm doing now,
Oh, good. Yeah.
right? But
Mhm.
but then there's a guy
Oh,
has 5 of them and he's
yeah.
doing really, really well. So
Cool. Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah, and who was it? So one of my clients was saying, "Oh, I don't want to create a book because they've already got a book like that and they're already making lots of money." But it just shows that there is a market for books like this. So if you create one that's like a completely different style of cover or a different look, then there's going to be absolutely a market for different styles and different designs and different covers with a similar concept. So yeah, I really loved that one. And expanding it into a series, you know, fills me with joy. What else have we got down here? Anything else with under 100 reviews? So we've got the 90th birthday trivia book here, which surprises me. How many people are at 90 years old is at best-selling number 26. So we've already kind of looked at those, but there's another one here, 101 things only people born in 1976. If I click on that one, I would do 101 things for people born in the 1970s rather than sticking to 1976. You're just hoping that people born in 1976 are going to see it and buy it, which they obviously are. It's making 4K in royalties. But I just wonder if it said the 70s, if that would be a broader audience, if that would be better. It would be definitely worth testing both concepts. So that's another one. It was published April 8th. So 4 weeks ago, roughly, I think, something like that. And he's already doing really well. And the cover to that, this is a great one because I think, well, it's a bit insipid. It's a bit beige. It's not really that inspiring. Hopefully, this is not one of your books, ladies. So I'd be thinking, oh gosh, I can definitely create a really lovely, bright book cover that could come into the market with alongside this one. Be a similar concept. Mine would be about people born in the 70s. So I'd make sure that the colours of the book cover aren't too feminine and aren't too masculine. And then that would be a really good contender side by side with this book that's obviously made it up to the bestsellers list with only 3 book reviews. That's a really good one. And then going down here, I'm not going to do this for too long. I think you get the drift of what we're doing. But basically you're extracting, you could just take screenshots of them, which is what I did before. Here's another 100,000 Whys. Quite a few of those are doing well. Let's have a look at this one. There's quite a few come out into the market, hasn't there, over the past 2 weeks. 379, so that's not doing as well, but it's only got 18 reviews and it's using a similar rainbow book cover. I suspect people are going for the one with more reviews with this type of cover. So it makes sense to come in with a different cover and not be creating one with a really similar cover in the same niche and side by side with the one that's the bestseller, although they are actually making, I don't know, what, $150. And possibly it will make that continually month on month. And it may grow. But I don't think that was the wisest thing to do, a really, really similar cover like that. And then I like this one here, 100,000 Whys for toddlers. That's definitely a niche that I hadn't thought of when I did the 100,000 Whys masterclass. I did think of teens, I think, and we did say children, but I definitely would not have thought of doing one for toddlers. And here we've got 100,000 Whys for toddlers, $3,000, and I'll bet it's got a really simple interior as well. If we read the sample, let's look. It's very cute. It's coloured. It sounds like they've printed it in colour, which I think somebody was saying that that was something that people wanted in the reviews of the other ones, that they wanted it in colour. So that's good. And yeah, that's really cute. That they've done some little probably AI images to go with each of the questions, and very easy to create. When we think about, can I create a book like this? Absolutely. Every single one of us could create a book like this. And we need to think about, could we create a similar book for toddlers or for age 5, for age 6? We could do a series for specific ages, or for young children, age, I don't know, 3 to 9, rather than saying that it's for toddlers. And then that way our book is different and it's unique, even though it's very similar to this one that is on the bestsellers list. So that's how to do that. And then you can obviously go and look at all the different categories. You can spend a whole weekend doing this, ladies. And one of my favorite things to do is just fluff around looking for golden nuggets and profitable niches. But there's I don't know how many categories. I would say there's hundreds of categories, including the subcategories and the sub-subcategories. There's hundreds of them. So you're looking for the ones with under 100 reviews, ideally published in the last 6 months, if not 12. And books that where you think you could create something similar is very important. So going back to my slides now, if I can bloody find them. There we go. Yes, so I've extracted some before. Blue Peter style. Here is some that I prepared earlier. So there's the 100,000 Whys. That is 250k per month. Amazing. That is a pretty amazing book cover, I have to say. I can understand why people are going for that one over and above a few of the other ones. It's brilliant. Then we've got the Bug Explorers book. That has only 87 reviews, published last October. So Bug Explorers, another 100,000 Whys for curious kids. So we saw the toddler one a minute ago. Then we've got Dad Jokes book with only 15 reviews. Dad Jokes. So Dad, it's good. I like this one in the middle. I was thinking, I think I'm going to do one of those next time, unless they've trademarked this. Maybe Wendy can search that for me. Merge search. Has that been trademarked? I thought, oh, I quite like that, or I could call it something else. But I've done quite a few word search books that have got questions and that are running people through a story and a mystery. So that would be a good one for me to do, I thought. So it's basically a murder mystery word search puzzle book game. Yeah, and I enjoy making mine. So yeah, I thought I would do one of those. And then the next book is 49 Excuses for Getting More Screen Time. So it's for kids who want an excuse why they should go on TikTok a bit more, why they should go on their iPad for longer. It's very, very random, but it's in the bestsellers list. And it was only just recently published. So I've got a few more here. I did a few pages. I did a few pages of colouring books here. We've got the monochrome book, Colour by Dots. I quite like these Colour by Dots books. This is a very popular publisher, Pixel Colorist Books. They've done quite a few books, and all of their books are really good sellers. And they've got stunning book covers, haven't they? In the dark with the gold, really stunning. But I've got no idea how you do a pixelated colouring book, but worth looking into, because they seem to be very popular, and quite a lot of them are on the top bestseller lists. It's harder to get in the market doing cozy colouring books like Coco Wyo, and it would be a lot easier to come into a very red ocean with not very many players in this pixel art colouring by dots niche. And then there's another one here that's similar to the pixel art, colour by number, guided mysteries. Has only got 43 book reviews. They're doing very well financially, those ones. These ones are doing well as well. 250 fun American trivia questions. I was thinking about Pamela here. Thinking Pamela could do a similar book to that because Pamela's just done a Florida book. So that looks like a good one as well. Again, very easy to do using AI tools and is great for paperback and for Kindle ebook. Then we've got the ultimate campfire book for kids, which I thought was a genius take on a book that I showed you a year ago, which was Would You Rather Campfire Book. And they've just got the campfire book, which is facts. So yeah, I think that one is very, very clever. It's doing very well, obviously because it's summer as well. Oh, well, it is in the northern hemisphere of the world anyway, where most of us are. Then this is a clever one too, Bible Would You Rather. So we've seen all the Would You Rather books. This is a Bible one. And then just a few more that I'd share with you. The Ultimate Brain Challenge for super smart kids. Again, very easy to create, but that's gone straight up to the top with only 58 reviews. And that was published in March. They've done well to get 58 reviews in such a short period of time. So yeah, we need to know some secrets from Charlie Maple there, how they managed to get so many reviews. And then this one, I've got no idea what this book is, but it says, what kind of sandwich are you? So I presume it's a book of questions. So yeah, a book of questions as opposed to a book of facts. So that's a different take on, the trivia, the questions, the games, the would you rather, the 100,000 whys. It's all kind of in the similar concept, but that's gone straight up to the top with no reviews. So that's an interesting one. Then we've got a Would You Rather Outer Space edition that was published last November. It's only got 19 reviews. It's selling really well month on month. So some of these are more seasonal, like summer ones. It's like the campfire one. But these ones here, what kind of sandwich are you? The Brain Challenge and the Would You Rather book is more, not worldwide, year round. That's what I'm looking for. Year round. And then just a few more. I think these are the last ones now. This is a summer one that's doing really well. It was only published last month. Summer Would You Rather. I can't remember what it was earning, but it was a lot. And it's only got 44 book reviews. And again, it's done well to get 44 reviews. And they're 5-star reviews. So that's a really good one to look at. Then we've got Genius 8-Year-Old Kid Challenge. So that's another probably fun facts type book. And then the Epic Would You Rather Bible edition. So would you rather, I don't know, swim with Jonah or walk on water with Jesus? I assume it's questions like that. And that's the whole knowledge of the Bible right there for me. Okay, so those are some examples that I extracted earlier for this training. So they're up to date right now as of what we're in May 2026, and it will change every week. It will change every month. So it's worth checking your bestseller lists every time that you create a new book. Check those bestseller lists. So now we're going to do a little exercise together, and I don't think I created a final I didn't finish my slides. I just realized I've never done that before, have I? But that's fine because we're going to go and see what book we would create. Now that I've extracted those books, we're going to go and do a little practical 5 minutes to decide what book we're going to create. So we're going to talk to ChatGPT. We're going to chat to chat about how to create a unique, different book using the ideas and the inspiration from the bestsellers lists. We're going to make sure it's a book that we can actually do and that we can actually create. And a little cherry on top is that we're going to try and blend 2 winning concepts. That is the ultimate holy grail. if we can blend two of the ideas from what we've just extracted, what will happen then is we will get searchability in one of the ideas, and we will also get extra searchability from the other idea. And the idea is that our book will then be super searchable because it is taking two winning concepts. When we try to blend three winning concepts, it can get a bit confusing. So we don't do that, but blending two should be fine. And I'll show you how we can go and do that now. Yeah, I didn't finish my slide. That was supposed to say thank you or the end or something like that. So yeah, just pretend it says that. Completely forgot to finish it. Right, so we're going to go over to ChatGPT and just finish that little exercise. What the hell is that? New chat, please. I don't know what that was from a while ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the photos that I just extracted from those top best-selling books that have under, oh, I can only upload 20, did it say? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. Right, I want all of these. And I want these ones. Don't know how many that is now. I'll leave the Bug Explorer. So I'm uploading the little screenshots of those best-selling books now, because I want ChatGPT to come up with a winning, profitable book for me. So that's what I'm going to do now. So the images uploaded are of the most recent best-selling books on Amazon KDP at the moment, with the least number of book reviews, under 100 reviews. Please, can you, oh, what's the word? Assess, look at the book titles and come up with a list of 30 new winning profitable book titles that blend two ideas or two concepts from this list together into one awesome, amazing, profitable, winning book for me to create and upload onto Amazon KDP. Please give me a list of 30 winning book titles. Right, so it's just a very random prompt. I'm trying to ask ChatGPT to blend these books into a blended version of two successful books. See what happens. And this is the bit where I said to you, I don't know how this is going to go down. So we'll see what happens. But I've kind of got my own ideas anyway. These are really interesting because the patterns are screaming a few things. Kids plus curiosity plus trivia plus brain challenge is hot. Would you rather is still massively alive. Bible kids faith content is quietly crushing. Activity hybrids are winning hard. Big promise titles, 100,000 Whys, 250 plus, ultimate, genius are converting. Dark colour by number mystery reveal mechanics are working brilliantly. Parents are buying books that feel screen free but high dopamine. The magic is not creating another trivia book. The magic is blending curiosity plus challenge, humor plus learning, games plus education, mystery and activity, faith and fun, summer camping travel plus boredom busting. Here are 30 strong blended concept book ideas designed specifically around those winning signals. The ultimate would you rather brain challenge for smart kids, 100,000 weird whys for curious kids, Bible would you rather campfire edition, 250 hilarious trivia questions for kids who think they know everything. So we could obviously then go and cross-check that these book titles aren't already on Amazon, these blended ones that ChatGPT has come up with. The Genius Kids Summer Brain Camp. Would you rather Gross Science Edition? The Ultimate Campfire Trivia Book for Kids. 100,000 Animal Facts, Questions and Brain Teasers for Curious Kids. Colour by Number Mystery Quest for Kids. Bible Brain Challenges. Anyway, we go down and down and down and down and down and down. And you can absolutely have a copy of this chat, because these are winning book titles. And then obviously you go and research those book titles just to check that there is something similar, that they're doing well, that it is profitable, and you do that profitability check with these ones. So then there, 100,000 ocean whys for curious kids. So imagine that we created all 30 of these. I think we would be doing pretty well as book publishers just if we just created these 30 books now over the next 30 months. Well, 15 months, try and do 2 a month at least. So yeah, love it. So the really smarty pants here, you don't just want one book, you want series stacking. 100,000 Whys series, Ocean Whys, Space Whys, Dinosaur Whys. I think actually Sue is doing something similar to that. Ultimate Brain Challenge series, a Would You Rather series, Screen-Free Entertainment. Low review count is an important signal. A lot of these books have 5 to 50 reviews, but strong bestseller positioning. That usually means it's a new trend with low saturation, strong conversion, strong keyword demand. Amazon is currently feeding traffic into the niche, which is exactly the sweet spot that you are looking for. So my idea was to combine, where's it gone now? Oh, it's here. My idea was to combine 100,000 Whys with, say, 100,000 dad jokes, that kind of thing, to blend the concept that people are searching 100,000. So how can we bring that searchability that everyone is searching at the moment for 100,000? How can we bring that over into the other books? And let's see what other books we could bring it over into. Probably not the colouring books, but we could do 100,000 Fun Facts America, 100,000 Whys Fun Facts America, 100,000 Campfire Questions for Kids, 100,000 Whys Campfire Book for Kids. So it's like a Campfire 100,000 Whys edition. Now, I think that would be really good because you blend in a very, very profitable topic of 100,000 Whys with a very, very profitable topic, which is, you know, your campfire books. So I think that would be good. 100,000 Bible Would You Rather Whys or something like that. So can you see that I'm trying to blend two highly profitable concepts that we've just seen that have hardly any reviews, that are already doing well, in order to come in and basically command the market with this one new book. And then again, 100,000 Whys, Brain Challenge book, 250, I don't know, 100,000, isn't it? People usually put a sticker that says 1,000, even when the title, it says 100,000. I noticed that winning book is doing that. If you go and look at this one, I'll just bring it up, make it bigger. So you can see it. It says 100,000 whys, but in a sticker in the top left-hand corner, it says 1,000 plus facts. So yeah, that's interesting. So we could do that just in case anyone is actually expecting to have 100,000 questions. And then, yeah, would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather? So, you know, there might be a way of blending 100,000 whys and then genius questions for 8-year-olds, and then doing a whole series for 7-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds, and having a series like that. And that's it, guys. That's me done without the final slide that said thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Does anyone have any questions on that? I think I'm bang on time here. Woo woo. Any questions on
Abby,
that?
I wanted to just go back to the 4 covers. And I don't know. I don't know like this would be an acceptable exception or not, but so I've gotten to a point where I've got a formula for the covers, and I'm using AI, and essentially the last 5 or 6 covers I've been using it. So it's all AI generated,
Mhm.
and I feel like I don't know that I need 4 covers. But I don't know either because, you know, like they're not none of my books except for maybe the last one that one of the last ones I did, the unicorn one, you're fucking magical one, is doing okay.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
So I think the more book covers any of us can do, and the more that we can say, oh my gosh, I love that one, we'd be surprised because we will think, well, that one is the best one in our opinion. But when you find that the
Yeah.
masses choose a different one, then it's just going to give you better chances of getting a book cover that people are going to want to click on. So yeah, it's just a case of it if you want to do that. And some people I know are spending a few days on a book cover, and then, you know, it's probably unreasonable for them to spend like 8 days doing 4 book covers. But for those of you using AI, then yeah, get it to do 4 totally different concepts of covers using a winning formula from a similar niche. So if you're doing a fun facts book, see, well, which fun facts book covers are doing really well, and then find a similar niche, like, I don't know, like the trivia books for seniors kind of thing, to get the layout of different book covers to see which one people like, rather than saying, oh, do you like pink, yellow, orange, or purple? It's more a case of, which style of book cover do you prefer for this book title and this book niche? So, yeah, does that help?
Yeah, I mean, it's specifically, I guess, just for the bold and easy books that I'm doing. They all, so like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
all of those books, they're all the same. Like
Mm,
all of the covers look the same. They all got 6
mm.
hero icons. They've all got like the bubble letters.
Yeah.
And so, I finally,
Mm,
fed mine into AI. I trusted Chat GPT to kind of, give me something that looks a little different. And
mhm.
they do, like they finally do. Mine do look different than the others.
Mhm.
Um, it's just a matter of now seeing if that holds true, and
Yeah,
they
so it
they do
might not
stand out.
apply quite so much for that, but I don't know. You might put different icons in it, or you might have, some of these books do clusters of icons, and then some just do one icon.
Mhm.
So you could have like slightly different concepts for people to say, oh, I actually prefer that in
Yeah.
that way, But it's completely up to you.
Mhm.
Got to fly. Okay, any other questions, guys, on that? Does everyone understand what I've just gone through? That's like the main thing. Because yeah, this I've got a really nasty fly. It's been landing on me all day. This concept of blending two winning concepts is tricky. But if you can master it, if the concept on its own has gone to the top, and that concept on its own has gone to the top with low reviews, Then, if you blend them both, like I almost think you're absolutely guaranteed to make great sales if you've got a really great AI book cover. Like it's all about the cover, isn't it? But you're guaranteed like 100,000 campfire wise is blending like the campfire trend that's gone crazy and blending it with 100,000 wise, which has gone crazy, to make one ultra double crazy book, which nobody is doing really. So if you can, try to blend two massively trending, winning concepts into one all singing, all dancing book. And I think this is a way that we can really stand out without any competition, because there's no competition blending two winning aspects. Obviously, sometimes two winning aspects can't be blended, like a kids trivia book and a retirement book. Those two things cannot be blended. But you could have 100,000 bucket list for seniors. That's blending 100,000 with the idea of a bucket list for seniors, which is also, you know, those books are doing quite well as well. So we're blending these books that are doing well, 100,000 that people are searching for, and we're blending it with something else that's doing well to create something completely unique where you've got no competition. I'm excited by that. Do it, guys. I want to see some of you doing this. Someone, anyone, one of you.
Merge search is not trademarked yet.
Oh, is it not?
Mm-mm. No, it's not. And then I did a quick search, I haven't looked at it with Kip Scout to see how popular they are, but I did do a quick search just on Amazon in general. And there's quite a few other ones.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know if maybe someone's gonna try and trademark it, but it's
Yeah.
not yet. So
Good. I like that. I like the. I'm going to do one because I like the. And they're quite easy to do. The word search books that have got a little bit of a story. I can do it around some sort of a murder story where people are gathering clues as they go through each word search puzzle. So yeah, it works for me. That's going to be my next book. Thank you very much, Wendy. Okay, we've come to the end of today's session. If nobody's got any other questions, thank you. It's been gorgeous seeing you all on this wonderful Friday afternoon. Have an amazing weekend. We've got a long weekend with the bank holiday, but we're not book bossing anyway that much next week. I'm just going to be doing a video that I've now forgotten what it is. Oh yeah, AI, something about AI, an update. Covers. That was it. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it. But I'll see you in the WhatsApp group and I'll see you in the academy. Have an amazing bank holiday weekend. Bye, everybody. Bye.